Well, I've been talking about occasions that have given rise to me writing songs for my other introductions. This next one came about, do you remember there was an awful event in Alberta a number of years ago now where the 4 RCMP officers were basically ambushed by a crazy man. 2 of those officers were just young fathers and just a few months on the force. We played a show, Tanglefoot did, a few months after, well, a few weeks after that, really, and there was an elderly fellow there who was father to RCMP officers, and he just quietly, at one point, had said, "You guys should write something about the service guys, the RCMP. There are really so many good guys in the service, and I don't know what, but that sure would be great." And I was left with that without any tremendous detail, until I was hearkening back as well to that event. And that was such a big event out in Alberta. They had a funeral for those 4 RCMP officers, and it was so large, and it brought so many law enforcement officers from all over the country and beyond. They had to hold it in the Edmonton Oilers arena, the Northlands Coliseum, to fit it all. And there was, Peter Mansbridge was there with News World, and he was covering it, and he told the story of how he was just walking the floor, and he was reading everyone's badges of all the officers from where they came from across Canada, and he saw one that came from Boston, Massachusetts. And that's a 6-hour flight up to Edmonton, and he had to stop the gentleman, and he said, "I'm sorry, you're such a long way from home. Who do you know here?" And he said, "I don't know anyone, sir." And he said, "Well, what brought you this far?" And he said, "I work a tough section of Boston, sir, and I've had to bury several of my colleagues. And any time there's been a funeral for my colleagues, I've turned around and I've seen an RCMP officer at my colleagues' funerals. I had to return the favor." And when I harkened back to that, I thought I had some fuel for a song, and what came of it was this song. And I'm pleased and thrilled that Mr. Al Parrish will lend his voice to it. This is called Home Tonight.
His watch is by the docks down on the south side. A watch that isn't for the faint of heart. Bitter streets of Boston are his calling. Then home tonight. Home tonight. At times he would describe his work as warfare. And squeeze her waist too tightly as he leaves. She will watch him on those days. Watch him fade into the morning gray. Then home tonight. Pray home tonight. Today he's up in colors before sunrise. To fly across the continent for the dawn, to a northern prairie sun, to pay respect to those cut down tonight, then home tonight, and there will be no bloody thoughts to haunt her day. She will say a prayer no less for the widow knew the fatherless. But tonight need not include her husband's name. Her watch is by the front room at the window. Her watch, it isn't for the faint of heart. Tomorrow brings the bitter streets cold calling. But for tonight, he's home tonight.